Welcome to the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis.
This Twin Island Federation is only a couple of hours flying time from major North American hubs
And only 8 hours from the United Kingdom. Strategically located at the Leeward Islands, St. Kitts and Nevis offers easy access to the neighbouring islands of Antigua, Montserrat, Statia, Saba, and St. Martin, all visible on a clear day. Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands are only a short flight away.
Here we are in the heart of historic Basseterre, the capital of what is affectionately known by Kittitians as Sugar City, a reference to the days when St. Kitts and Nevis were both British sugar-producing colonies. Settled by the English in 1623 and initially shared with the French, the Europeans soon decimated the small indigenous population of Kalingo Amerindians. Many of the sugar and rum estate buildings of the early period still survive, along with the imposing fortress of Brimstone Hill. Designed by the British to protect their valuable asset, it was built with the same African slave labour used to work the plantations. Although sugar is no longer produced in St. Kitts and Nevis, Brimstone Hill is now a national park and has been designated as a World Heritage Site.
Nowadays, Basseterre is better known for its duty-free shopping at Port Zante, where cruise ships dock.
Its picturesque restaurants and lively street life, particularly during the celebration of Carnival, known as the Christmas sports. Short-term visitors can choose to recapture the spirit of the past when they stay at such old plantation inns as Otley's and Rollins. Alternatively, they can opt for modern-style accommodations and amenities at the Frigate Bay Resort or Ocean Terrace Inn, overlooking Basseterre. One of the main attractions of visiting or living in the Caribbean is beach life. Whether you want to lay back on the warm sand while the waves lullaby, or you have a more active interest and want to explore below the waterline, there's a beach for you. The Southeast Peninsula has long deserted expanses of sand at North and South Friars Bays, seemingly created for solitary walks. Cockleshell Bay and Majors Bay have dramatic views of Nevis. In the north, Dade Bay boasts volcanic sand, coral reef protected waters ideal for windsurfing and other water sports along with stunning views. The smaller sister island of Nevis retains much of its old world charm. The tiny capital, Charlestown, is the best example of a perfectly restored 18th century town in the English Caribbean, and there are plantation inns with authentic furniture and decor, which keeps the past alive. Those who want to sample the tropical luxury will want to check out the superb Four Seasons Resort on Pinney's Beach. Nevis delightfully combines past and future with its wind farm and geothermal plant, which puts it at the forefront of renewable energy production. Although small, Nevis is big on sports. Nevis comes alive during the annual Culturama celebrations in July, when traditional folk forms and performances like the masquerade, string bands, and calypso competitions are highlighted. In St. Kitts, along with the Christmas sports, other popular events are the annual music festival in June with international stars, along with the best local and regional artists. A leisurely half-hour drive takes us approximately 14 miles from Basseterre, past the airport and onto Road North through a string of small villages overlooking the sea: Connery, Keys, Cayon, Lodge, Molyneux, Mansion, Tabernacle, and Sadlers. None of these modest settlements will prepare you for what awaits you as you turn off the main road just before Dade Bay.
Here we are at Beaumont Park, a 250-acre site in stunning natural surroundings, where a whole new concept of a secure gated community is being developed.
The vision of the development, which will maintain this unspoiled rural aspect, with the same time having in the central community area, having all the facilities, etc., of a top-class development, but you're remaining in what is really what we think, and that's why we're here, the most beautiful part of St. Kitts, which St. Kitts itself is, in our view, or in my view, one of the most beautiful islands in the Caribbean. You have the sea, you have the green, you have the mountain. It really is a beautiful spot, and we think that Beaumont Park and Beaumont Country Estates is in the most beautiful part of St. Kitts and Nevis.
With this splendid horse race track as its centerpiece, the Beaumont Country Estates will feature a secluded hillside community of luxury villas, townhouses, and condos.
We have a number of clubs and associations associated with Beaumont Park, and purchases of property in the Beaumont Country Estates area will be given free membership into those clubs for 5 years initially. We're having 7 races today, of which there are some local contestants or local horses running against a number of horses from Antigua. So it's a hotly contested day, and there are many, many people both from Antigua and St. Kitts fans here watching the racing.
Beaumont Country Estates will ultimately be a self-contained community with a village centre featuring shops, restaurants, and a mini spa. A butterfly farm in Avery will enhance the natural beauty of the setting, lending the feel of an enchanted eco-park and resort where privacy and security are assured.
In Phase 1, we have 300 home sites available. They range in size from sort of just under a quarter of an acre to just over a quarter of an acre. Development or purchases of lots or homes in the Beaumont Country Estates are entitled to economic citizenship. And the government of St. Kitts and Nevis is very, very investor friendly and offers incentives both in perhaps what you're doing here, and if anybody is interested in operating a business in St. Kitts, you'll find outward investment will result in some very good incentives from a tax perspective.
If you've ever wanted a home away from home, where luxury combines with natural tropical beauty, privacy with security, then make your next stop Beaumont Country Estates in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis.
The warmth of the day and the day itself is really only matched by the warmth of the Kittitian people.